ahead. I know we all the way in the 20, it's the 26th or something like that, right? So I started thinking, well, first of all, gratitude and grand rising to everyone who has been supporting the channel. Yes. Okay. Yeah, they're telling me it's the 27th. So I feel like what I've been doing is maybe recuperating from just pondering, pondering on things, the way things are, things of that nature. And all of the distractions, all of the commotion, all of the energy of feeling left out of building a nation. You know, this is all new to me. We have the star card here. This is all new to me. And it's just, I think it's just kind of strange. But I guess when you know thyself, look, again, damn, this is the exact thing that just popped out, the Sun and the King of Pentacles. Okay, let's go ahead and just get up into this text because it's really getting on my nerves. I mean, we're looking at allegedly multimedia telling us all of the things that's going on with this administration. We already know that the White House has been occupied or is basically has been hijacked since probably 20, what, I think the 400 years might have been over in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere between 2018 and 2020. Yeah, 2020 possibly, okay? So they're allegedly the Trojan horse of the goodness. I'm just frustrated. There's just so much on my mind. But Source had me go into the book of Ezekiel today. And so that's where we're going to go. What are we talking about? Not the debt ceiling being raised, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Goodness. Infrastructure bill. Okay. All right, so we have the strength card here at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what sort. Oh no, I didn't. Did I just do that? Oh, I had the perfect look. I had just pulled these cards before we got on here, and the spread was telling me all that I needed to know. Hold on, let's see if I still have them here. I think I reshuffled it. We're just gonna have to do it again. Yeah, I reshuffled it. Okay. We'll just have to do it again when the time comes. But so I started thinking about this, and I started thinking about, again, the whole energy of, feeling downtrodden or over, like no one's listening or no one's hearing or no one's getting the message. So yeah, we're winding up here just to see who's exactly in charge, because it doesn't seem like it's the Biden administration. So I want to, oh, here's my spread. Oh my goodness, it's still here. Okay. All right. But it's so funny because we have the Tower card here. And then we have this Wheel of Fortune, the one that's broken. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just read. All right. Because I'm trying to see where we're coming from. And I feel like we're somewhere around this time. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the time to go ahead and get a little bit caught up. Okay. So we're going to go into the text. All right. And it says, this message came to me from the Lord. So first of all, we're dealing with the Lord energy here. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. Messengers, lords, overseers, masters, rulers, whatever. If this doesn't say what God said, then anything here is questionable. I feel like it's going to fluctuate. And I feel like, it's a, This is the way that people have been able to undermine the children of God all this time. Because that's what the whole thing is to figure out where we're going wrong, if we've been undermined. And it just feels like there's just this whole thing here of keeping, I was just watching Rain, and it was a part with the princess, okay? And she was saying, why does everybody leave me out of everything? Why does everybody hide everything from me? Why does it seem like, I can't know anything that's going on? Because her brother, the king, had gotten sick, Claude. Okay. And then it made me feel like that. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Is somebody like every time I'm paying attention to this is making me think about like overthrowing, right? Right? Because still the whole narrative, I feel like it still fits in with my daily duties, fits in with the energy of Mary, possibly even Elizabeth. Okay. Again, there's this energy of both thrones here. Okay. Again, here in the Americas. All right. Because I know there's something against, claiming thrones or whatever, but we're talking about here in America. Okay. So I would think it's safe to say that there's no other God beside me on this plane. All right. That's in that energy right now. So we want to see what we're getting wrong here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. Then this message came to me from the Lord God, son of the dust. So we're not even dealing with the son of man. We're not dealing with the son of God. We're dealing with the son of dust. And it's so funny that we have this moon card sitting right here on top of my little stack. All right. But this one is not going to work for us. I want to get the big one. All right. Because again, we're walking together on this channel. All right. Oh, we got the Empress right here at the bottom of the deck. But that's not what we want right now. We want the moon card. All right. Because I feel like there's a sense of undermining. I feel like there may be something going on mysteriously because we do have China, Russia, and the U.S. again in cahoots or collaboration here on this plane, I feel. And the whole thing about these children, these Americans that's left behind enemy lines, it just makes me think again that they abandoned the true sons. And they're focusing on the South as if it belongs to anyone but the Empress or the Emperor and the Empress. Let's see. Come on. Where are you? All right. So again, I don't know. It's giving me this scorpionic energy. Now, this card is in the deck. It's the only thing facing upside down. All right. So this is like my defense card. Again, I don't read tarot. I use these cards because the tarot is in the Torah and the Torah is in the tarot. All right. So again, this is this kind of energy here. Okay. So maybe there's going to be some type of victory here. All right. Because again, the cup is starting to fill up again. It's almost like it was like depleted. Like my cup had been, depleted, but it's almost like Source just had me sitting here. All right. Maybe he even took me on a ride. Okay. Forward movement sometimes is mental to me. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like this is the energy somebody has me in or what. And I'm trying to figure out what this really is here. Because again, I'm trying to figure out what this blinding is, right? So again, this is making me think about this energy here. Possibly this scorpionic energy, because remember we looked at these things right here next to this real close, and we said this looked like people coming up on the southern border. So this is making me think about the scorpionic energy here, and he is in the water, but his claw, like his right hand is the soil, but his left hand, it's making me think about the right hand. Okay, here's my King David card. All right, here's my King David card. So this makes me think about the scorpionic energy and the fact that his body is of the water, right? His body, right? So it made me think about water, or we are water energy, his body. But even the high priestess, her body, you know what I'm saying? Her covering is of the water, okay? But he's got his right claw on the land, right? So indigenous energy here. And then the left claw is on the sand. Like Moorish or, desert. There's something about desert in here that I just read, okay? So this makes me think about Moab, all right? Moab energy. So if we could collect this, the soil and the sand, then we might have some form of dust here. All right. So let's just go. Because I feel like we're dealing with some type of illusions, especially when it comes to the star. Okay. And that they've tried to use wands in order to manipulate the situation here. All right. But we're going to be talking about a sharp sword. Put up your sword here. Okay. So let's just go ahead and go back up into this text. Because I really just wanted to look at that. I wanted to look at that scorpionic energy on the moon card. All right. And so we see it. So we're dealing with the son of dust. There's a lot of son of man and son of dust here about wolves and howling and shit like that. So let's just go ahead and go into this word. All right. We'll look at the cards that I pulled in a second. Let's go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and read from the Living Bible here. Okay. And it's saying God's sword is in his hand. Okay. So I don't know who this is, but we're going to find out. So it says, then the message came to me from the Lord. Now this message is coming from the Lord. Now, again, I'm pretty sure the Lord is talking about whoever's presiding in the east of the garden over here with the United States Corporation. Now you have Biden, which is the head, okay, supposedly the head, and then you have the body, or you have the administration, all right? And it just seems like they're dealing very recklessly. So I just wanted to see why is it all this reckless behavior? Because if that's the energy of the sand, and if we're looking at this moon card, okay, and we got children coming in from different states into New York. And I know that some of these other feminine energies, these giants or these mountains, reside in these particular places, okay? So it's just making me think who's really in charge and who's underneath the administration. And if we're looking at this moon card and we see these figures that look like people coming up out of the water with this scorpionic energy, it just makes me wonder, all right? It says face towards Jerusalem. So I'm like, oh, wait, we talking probably the Midwest. Now I know there's probably other parts of Jerusalem here, okay? I'm even thinking South Carolina for some reason. And we're going to talk about the fork or the Triton in this chapter as well, okay? So again, that's that I feel like that's the Triton on the USS Bruton seal with the red on one side and the blue on one side. And then it also has the symbol of the wolf, lion, dragon looking figure. Okay. Or reptilian. So again, this is starting to make sense to me about the feminine energy being the head honcho right now. But we have all this masculine energy running around here, toying around, playing around, and blinding the empress. Acting as that they profess with their mouth as if they're for me, but really you're really against me, and really you're just going building other kingdoms and shit around, you know what I'm saying, with other feminine energies and being in touch with them and sitting down and having meetings with them. But I have to be able to collect from this dust that they're kicking around information. And because you guys see that I'm in my seer or oracle energy, you just assume that I may know more than I'm giving you, but it's not that way. Others may assume from the outside looking in that I know more than I do of these people's dealing, but everything I get, I have to really, it's very strenuous. I have to really go there and go here in order to get it. That's worrying to me. That's bothersome to me because I'm noticing that this is not no game. This is real shit going on. There's a flood going on. It was promised that there would not be another flood. There's a flood going on right here in this, allegedly. Okay, so they're getting together, making all these laws and acts and bills right now to stop people from being able to first speak the truth, and second, demand that people that are doing these particular things be held accountable. So if the White House, if whoever's in the White House right now is not doing their job, it just makes me wonder. Let's keep reading. So I feel like these people getting at the point where they're getting tired. They feel like they've accumulated and they've already established whatever they need to establish. So this is a time where Israel, okay, or the Holy One can be exiled. We were just in Exodus the other day, okay, or taken out and dispersed. They're done. We're paper genocide or some form of genocide or migration or immigration, right? To turn the true American Indians, right? And if we're dealing with indigenous law, which overrules maritime law and these other laws, then I'm trying to figure out, right? So this is where we always end up having Israel turn into something that is the idol, right? And having the immigrant and migrants that are coming in turn into the rulers, right? The ones that are making the rules or the powers that shouldn't be. So it's saying prophesy against Israel and against my temple. All right. So Israel and this person's temple. Okay. So we're talking two different energies, entities, people, or lands. All right. But I'm thinking we're talking about two different people. All right. Because the temple to me represents a being. It could represent a being. Okay. Because it's making me think about the whole thing that temples of God resides in temples that are not made with man's hands. So made with man's hands are son of man to me, and it's also artificially intelligent energies. It's not that which would be natural, okay? And there's going to be only a remnant left of those who are the true children of God, the true Israel. Not Israelites, but Israel. So it's making me think Israel and then a build-a-being or an idol. Okay. And it says, for the Lord says, I am against you, Israel. I will unsheath my sword and destroy. Look at what we got. I just moved it. All right. This is giving me King of Swords energy. And I just had the damn card here. All right. So it's that let's see. I will unsheath my sword and destroy your people, good and bad alike. So this is making me think about some form of genocide for no reason, because they hate the children of God for no reason, remember? I will not spare even the righteous. I will make a clean sweep through the land from Negeb to your northern borders. Now, this is making me think, okay, all right, so we talking about the Triton, right? We're talking about let me get it, okay? We're talking about the three, right? Because to me, source is showing me the cross, right? Okay, dying on the cross is a choice, all right? But the cross is representing the Midwest down to the South, Louisiana and all that. And then from, like the sun comes from the east to the west, all right? That's this whole area right here, all right? So yeah, what they feel like they've done is establish whatever they need to establish while keeping me blinded with illusions, preoccupied, you know what I'm saying, in the text, right? No allies, no friends, a smear campaign, a crucifixion of my character, right? A slowing down of my online affairs as far as businesses and platforms on YouTube, okay? While others are being hoisted up and recognized. And I say, still I rise, but at the same time, does that matter if nothing is being established? And if people are actually, like the book of Enoch, that keeps resonating with me, that these women or these people are going to go wrong for what they did with their hands, right? And so this is making me think about, again, or putting someone in slavery again with ships, like your penmanship or something like this. So it's making me think about, again, someone stealing somebody's identity and doing all these things under their name, right? And then that's when we also lose people, or they're actually crucified or killed, okay? So again, saying that, and this sounds like somebody that's angry or mad, maybe this is giving me energy in my real life energy, dealing with what I'm dealing with. It's almost like a war in the heavens about who is going to maybe be beside the Empress, okay? It's been a battle with masculine energies telepathically for me, and a lot of confusion, right? So I can't really wrap my head around who's friend or foe. Rightfully so. So this whole using the sword, okay, because what the pen is mightier than the sword, right? So this is making me think genocide. This is like cutting someone off or whatever. This could be cutting off a connection with the divine or with source. And it says, all the world shall know that it is I, the Lord. His sword is in his hand. So this is the King of Swords energy here. And it will not return to its sheath again until its work is finished, right? It says, sigh, groan before the people, son of dust, all right? So I'm trying to figure out who is this scorpionic energy here. And I don't know, I'm just getting like a whole Lord Narcisse energy here. And what I'm getting is a friend of the king, or who would be a father energy to me, all right, that has possession, right? This is this king of pentacles, I mean, this knight of pentacles energy that has some type of possession or some kind of power, or they may be like an administrator or something for the king of cups, okay? And the inheritance is being hidden from the star. So this reminds me of what we said the other day, that they're going to take their cups and turn away. So this, and drink something from their own cup. All right. And this is my how the fuck you like them apples. Because all for me, this has been a game of me, instead of building, I've been having to figure out what my fucking destiny is. You know what I'm saying? Digging deep within, doing this, but dealing with wicked, treacherous people, lies and betrayal. But again, with manifest destiny, this is my manifest destiny card in judgment. It's almost like, no, in the Queen of Wands energy, because the Empress embodies everything, not just all the queens, but everything in the deck, right? She's a jack of all trades. And it's time, no, it's time for me to make sure that my shit is being planted properly. I'm gonna need some documentation. If y'all motherfuckers work for me, and if the government work for me, then I'm gonna need to see what's really, we're gonna have to shine a light on this and see what's really going on here. And maybe this is why I've been getting this. It's an interesting sense of a old but new energy coming in. This is sad because it makes a nation look weak. So it's not even really that the government is looking weak. They also, because of somebody's envy, jealousy, and greed, it also makes us look weak, that your main organic, authentic sense of defense, these people are using it for lowly things. When somebody with this head game or this temple shouldn't be anywhere but in charge and being recognized for it as well. So this is why Source, I feel, is doing a new thing and making me a jack of all trades when it comes to these decks, when it comes to the people, just being able to even just go in and tap into this energy here. But it's overwhelming because there's no one around. There's no one to help. You know, again, if you don't know about kingdoms and how they're run, and if you didn't, like, again, we lost all of that for American origines, okay? So it makes us look weak, that people would choose to go around the Empress or the Emperor, blind them or bind them, make them naked, and make them as if they can't rule, right? And go on and take advantage of the situation. That's what makes a nation look weak. And when you start to realize and wake up and open your eye even more to a higher and higher, when you start to ascend, then that's when they're more concerned about coming in to, you know, get you, I guess. Yeah. With grief and broken heart. This is also making me think about, again, an energy being taken away from me or the connection being cut. When I think these pipelines they're talking about to the north, right? The Three of Swords energy, me sensing that, again, someone very important to me, my connection, my growth, like a mentor energy has departed or been harmed or something. When they ask you why, tell them because of the fearsome news that God has given, right? So maybe this is a Lord energy now, okay? This Lord is speaking, but he's telling them when they ask you why, tell them because of the fearsome news that God has given me. All right, so now I'm paying attention and we're going to go ahead and discern here. When it comes true, the boldest heart will melt with fear. All strength will disappear. Every spirit will faint. Strong knees will tremble and become as weak as water. And the Lord God says, your doom is on the way. My judgment will be fulfilled. So here we go with this judgment card right here. Because we got to shine a light on this shit real quick. Hold on. Then again, this message came to me from God. Son of dust, tell them this. A sword is being sharpened and polished for terrible slaughter. Now will you laugh? All right. So this is making me think about the laughter that was going on with people in the tarot community, okay, around the first of the month, the first couple of weeks, at least the first week or so of the month. It's almost like I felt like it's almost like the whole town, I'm hearing that song, the whole town is laughing at me. For those far stronger than you have perished beneath its power. This is making me think of powerful energy, somebody on this plane here. That they're playing with and toying with their food, not knowing. It is ready now to hand to the executioner, right? They don't like when I say off with your heads, right? But what are you supposed to do? So this is why they're trying to come up with all these codes and things, right? All right. Son of dust, with sobbing, beat upon your thigh. For that sword shall slay my people, and all their leaders all alike shall die. Now, this is something like what we were talking about the other day, I feel, okay? This is brother going against brother, sister against sister. This is people that are building these tribes or these particular militias or, you know, these types of things here in the name of God. Yeah, they're leaders, family members, friends, co-workers, people you went to school with, right? It says honor that, I'm hearing honor that mother and father, but did the mother and father honor the child? And that's what makes a rebellious child. That's what makes a child that goes against the grain. Now, I'm talking about your maternal or paternal parents, but I'm also talking about your heavenly or the governors, right? Or those who have some type of lordship or conservatorship over you, okay? That benefit from your inheritance in your funds. But again, they act when you have a question, you know, or when you call, there's basically none to answer. But you are supposed to be at your beck and call, sharing your gifts, sharing your abundance and your prosperity with these individuals as they suck off of you with that vampiric energy. They sure know how to poke and prod and put those thorns in the crown when they need a response for something. When they're crying out, now people are in fear because they're seeing all this that's going on with the border. And of course, there's certain people that are going to be a little bit more concerned than others. But then they laugh and make riddles and you know, talk about you under the guise of other energies and things. And it's funny right? So I'm saying laugh now. It's almost like laugh now, cry later, because that's what they want you to do. All alike shall die. And this is me telling you that these people that are working for this administration or other powers that shouldn't be, that are so quick to turn their back on their brothers and sisters, they don't realize that higher powers that are going to be coming in, and it's not going to matter. They're not going to regard the old or the young. So while you're helping take down, whether we're talking about with legalities or spiritually or whatever, you're taking down the most powerful ones. You're joining together with these people to make these people look weak instead of joining with them. You're working against them instead of working with them. You're laughing at them instead of reaching out your hand. This is why we can't get anything. Unity is always going to be key. But we always get stopped by jealousy and envy, the crab in the barrel thing, right? And then when the real true individuals that are here to put this shit all in order or to help speak out, that have been bullied and attacked mentally, physically, psychologically, okay? They want to make up all these accusations here. But we've done the work. We've been called a long time ago to pull away from everything, to cut ties with everybody, and to go within. It will put them all to the test. And what chance do they have? The Lord God asks. Again, we're back with Lord God energy here. Prophesy to them in this way. Clap your hands vigorously. All right? Then take a sword and brandish it thrice, to symbolize the great massacre they face. Let their hearts melt with terror, for the sword glitters at every gate. It flashes like lightning. It is razor-edged for slaughter. O sword, slash to the right and slash to the left. Whether you will, wherever you want. So this is me putting some of these in. Again, this could be representing other things, but I can only tell you what it's saying through my eyes. People are upset because I'm turning over tables and pointing out some of these wicked energies here before they end up getting because these are the people that are more than likely going to have more power with the public or, publicity than me at this point in time. But that's just in the low places, right? In high places, they're not paying attention to what those people. It's only a few select, possibly the 144,000 that they're paying attention to on high, that would be having surveillance cameras following you everywhere you're going. That's to try to catch you in acts and things like this. And if they can't find something, they'll make something up. Holographic energy here. And you have prophesied. This is me saying nobody's going to do anything. Somebody's got to be paying attention. I'm going to have to start putting these people on blast. This is my fucking kingdom. What are you talking about? I'm not going to allow people to continue to disrespect me, overcrowd me, and think that they're going to be sitting there laughing and lying on. That's treason. You can lose your fucking life. It's not a problem when they sitting there thinking that I should, or some of us should, lose our lives. While they aid and embed people that are coming in at the borders that we don't even know where the hell these people coming from. Prophesy with clapping hands that I, the Lord, will smite Jerusalem and satisfy my fury. So this is not the fury of God that they're satisfying. No, this is this Lord, right? That might just be the president or someone that is underneath that person that is in the administration, or somebody else from another nation or group, right? Right? To smite Jerusalem and satisfy my fury as just the Lord. Well, then this message came to me. The Lord said, son of dust, make a map and on it trace 2 routes for the king of Babylon to follow. This seemed like some jealous energy. like somebody, you know, not owning up to their own stuff and they're mad at somebody else or something. But it's also authoritarian energy here, saying, I'm tired of you motherfuckers. You think you're laughing, but the joke's gonna be on you, okay? And in a minute, if we don't really recognize and realize and just do things in a certain manner, then the joke gonna be on all of us. Follow the one to Jerusalem and the other to Rabbah in the Trans Jordan. So this is making me think about, again, I can't remember all of their names all the time and what positions they hold, but this is giving me somebody that's in a political arena named Jordan. All right. But it could also be representing the Jordan River. But again, I don't know. All right. This could be talking about a river. Okay. Because somebody was just saying about the transatlantic. Okay. On the media the other day that I picked up. Okay. And put a signpost at the fork in the road from Babylon. So this made me think about some kind of, you know, they used to say where I came from that there was a poster in Mexico that said, come to this particular town. I won't say it, you know, because it's my hometown or whatever. But it would say, come to this particular town here. All right. And this is somebody that I trust what they say, that said that this sign was there all the way up here to the Midwest. I'll just tell you that's where the town was. All right. It's making me think about the maps that we pulled, okay, and that we looked at here with those with the Civil War and the not the waterways, but the passages that people were using coming up from the border into the Midwest and other areas. For the king of Babylon stands at the fork. And we said something about Atlanta, okay? And listen, this shit is crazy. Hold on. In the road from Babylon. For the king of Babylon stands at the fork, uncertain whether to attack Jerusalem or Rabbah. Now, this is making me think about, again, maybe again, Jerusalem and then a northern part like Caledonia, right? You know, it's like, because we're more southern or whatever, but like a Caledonia or like even more north, maybe even like Minnesota or something like this, or New York. All right. Yeah. It's giving me somebody playing the part of Elizabeth, not knowing that we hold all the cards here. We will call his magicians. Listen to that. So when I am telling, because I did not pre-read this, all right? So when I'm telling you that these people are using sorcery and things like this, possible secret societies, he will call his magicians to use divination, divina. They will cast lots by shaking arrows from the quiver. They will sacrifice to idols, right? They will sacrifice to idols. This is making me think about Conde on Rain asking Mary, okay? Or her asking him, who does he lie? Like, who does his loyalty lie with? Because the UK, we'll just use Boris energy here, definitely wanted to be done with Mary. Why, though? Why? And did Mary know that Elizabeth was really an idol or this representation of it? You see, did she know that she embodied all of the... See, and that's what I'm saying here. This is just, I don't know, it's mind-boggling. Yeah, they will sacrifice to idols. So this is why, again, asking, where does your loyalty lie? Why does it seem like people are coming here and then they're gone? You know, the energy is disconnected for a couple weeks and then they come back. It's like, where the hell you been? Now I'm starting to smell the stench. Even people around me. It's like I smell the stench of something else or someone else on you. It's a feminine thing. It's an intuitive thing. It's a gaping, it's like a fucking sword in your stomach kind of energy here. All right. They will sacrifice to idols and inspect the liver. All right. Of their sacrifice. They will decide to turn towards Jerusalem with battering rams. All right. So this is also making me think about Ramses. Okay. It's also giving me this energy here, right? Because again, this is what they want to do to the empress or to the kingdom or the emperor as well, or Yeshua in Christ. Okay. They want them out in the cold, separated from each other. They don't want this union here because it wipes out anything else. Like this is not this is not the early whenever, the 1500s, 1600s. This union wipes all that shit out. There's no one more powerful than the two people that they're trying to keep blinded and keep away from each other right now, which is going to cause a tower moment. I feel for all of us at this point. Yeah, because I feel like, again, the emperor has possibly been in the hangman position as well. And somebody's been sitting here talking to a fish called Wanda. Again, this is my Fishers of Men card as well, okay? All right, let's see. Yeah, there's some kind of debate or some kind of war or something. It's like pick a side or pick sides. And I'm thinking, for me, sources telling me you all the sides. Stop letting these people try to dictate and tell you what the hell it is. Stop playing the fool, okay? You already know about their crafty counsel. Again, we use this for the tarot in the Torah. In the Torah, in the tarot. I'm not a reader, but I'm very intuitive and I'm really good with images here, okay? So this, to me, represents a meeting, something like this, but since it's been done in the dark, what's done in the dark will be brought to light. Right? Because this energy of this mountaintop we were just talking about the other day. This is the real crown. This person don't have no enlightenment. This is man and science and all this bull stuff. All this stuff that they doing on mass media and everything to try to, mix up stuff to try to get a response. Look at the face on that person, right? To try to get a response out of us. To see how many of us are still awake after taking the antidotes, possibly. Right? So again, it says the battering rams. Let's go to that because that's what I want to talk about. So again, this is the sword out of the sleeve. All right. And look, this person has a little person right there. Look at that little person right there pointing to his ear. Look at the little person. Excuse me, my nails ain't done. Look at that little person right there on his shoulder. Look at that. And then the 3 butterflies here. Yeah, they want to leave the star out. There's a lot of jealousy and envy and everything. Nobody wants this star to rise here. Yeah. Let's see. The battering rams. I'm pretty sure that the emperor, okay, because maybe this is the emperor in reverse that I've been pulling. Yeah, this is the emperor because they're mad that I'm not in. Well, I am somewhat in this indecisive energy about who friend or foe, okay? Love gonna have to wait. Okay, friend or foe. This is that energy right now. Okay, I think so. Okay, yeah, the King of Pentacles energy. Okay, so lately the King of Pentacles been in reverse for me, and then the Emperor. And I think that the Emperor has rams on his throne as well. Yes. Okay. But I'm telling you, lately they've been in reverse, and I'm wondering why. Because as someone who is the protector of these particular kings and noblemen, is my concern. But they're not really concerned about me. They'll take me down in a moment. There's one that is loyal, but they want to confuse me as to who it is because I'm not dealing with these people in person, right? Could be the King of Wands energy because they will represent all of these things in the bloodline that I feel we represent, okay? That we represent as Israel or possible Israelites. Because Sekhmet as that American lioness is before it all. This is about the mating in the breeding that went on, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, okay? Yeah, the battering rams, they will go against the gates. These is making me think about an energy a long time ago. Okay, hearing this message, and it says something about some letting some kind of energies in that want somebody, okay? Like this jealous God energy. I don't know. It's just this energy for me. It may not be like this for everybody, but this is something that really that just struck me when I heard it. All right. They will go against the gates, right? But this also making me think about like a logo or whatever with a gate on it, okay? Shouting for the kill. They will build siege towers, okay? And make a hill against the wall to reach the top. I'm hearing like knock the top out or knock the something out. Jerusalem won't understand this treachery, or will she? I mean, are we talking rape and pillaging? Are we talking about the slaughtering of a nobleman or a king or an emperor or something like this? Or a Jesus or a Christ energy here? Jerusalem won't understand this because they think Jerusalem is blinded and bound, right? They yeah, they think they want listen, the justice. Right? We just did the video the other day on that Greek goddess, right? The southern border with the leak or the water coming out, okay? Keeping someone bound, right? Yeah, here it is. All right. Somebody didn't get to finish building their temple. They didn't get to put the protector, the southern border or the protecting barrier on it before the flood came in with this high priestess energy. Okay. And this has something to do with the moon. And then this emperor or this companion and all the illusions that they've been sending to the star. Oh my goodness, y'all. Hold on. So Jerusalem won't understand this treachery. How could the diviners, okay, so the divine people make this terrible mistake? So again, these people, right? Coming, maybe even Louisiana is what I'm hearing here. Energy of sorcerers and magicians coming against the empress to turn things around, to make it seem, to make the empress, and that's why you have the empress card here with that angry mob of people standing at her feet here because of all of the destruction, all the lies, all of these things that they built up against her for the past 2-3 years possibly. So could the diviners make this terrible mistake? This is people trying to put spell work on divine people. Again, hence this card, which again, the white pearl and the black pearl, the white amour and the black amour, okay? This is crazy. And this is a message that came out of, again, a soul sibling's mouth today. I look at her as a sense of, for me, a Nostradamus. And she happens to have Pearl in her name. For Babylon is Judah's ally and has sworn to defend Jerusalem. But the king of Babylon will think only of the times the people rebelled. He will attack and defeat them. The Lord God says again and again, your guilt cries out against you, for your sins are open and unashamed. When these are rumors, just like rumors of war, these are rumors that people are spreading about the empress. Whole time I'm sitting here with God, being one with God, practicing, these types of things here, while people are making up lies because these feminine energies think they have a chance to be the empress when they can't. Maybe these masculine energies, again, this is where they messed up, I feel. Giving them, making these girls, effing friends or fans or getting along better with your friends and ruining everything and then blaming the empress. And this is why in the sealed portion is saying that the empress, I will just say the empress energy is going to be the ruler of the whole damn thing. because they're thinking with their wand. That's what, look at, in the damn wand sitting right here on top of the thing. Let's see. And this is what I'm saying. And this is why this energy, it's not like a feminist energy. No, this is what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And they picked the right one to let that shit be known this time. I'm not going to deal with this masculine energy. Feminine energy is on the rise. The feminine energy is here. And if they don't want, I respect masculine energy that is in full form, right? With that are basically getting the job done. But if they want to act like little boys and stuff like that and run around here swinging wands everywhere instead of doing what they're doing, and even though they may be doing what they're doing, they're using the essence of the feminine energy. They're using your knowledge, your gifts, because they don't want to go ahead and do the work. So we have to be naked and bare ourselves and not wear wigs and not wear makeup. You know, and I'm saying this is always going to be a preference for anyone. Okay? But I don't like that whole energy, that to mammify a woman of color. It's mainly just women of color in order for her to be worthy of these lords, right? While then when they get on, they leave your ass for a white girl. You get what I'm saying? And this is no offense against anybody. People, and I feel like, again, the media don't like what I say because I talk about race, but not in a way to race bait or confuse or divide. We're getting to the root of this shit. And also, the energy is interchangeable because I'm definitely fully in my masculine and feminine energy. So even though it's saying it's a man or this person here, it could be a king. We could be talking about a feminine energy because those are the giants in these days, or the mountains. But some of them just dung hills because they shit stink. And that's the stank or the stench that I can smell on these masculine and feminine energies, whoever it is, government officials, whoever it is, anybody that's on some bull. Source gave us gifts. Some, many, many more than others. But it's for a reason, for whatever position that you're going to play in the kingdom. It's not just for fun or just you mistakenly got more in heightened gifts or something like this than others. No, it depends on who or where you're going to be going in the kingdom. But people don't like that. They jealous. They think you're weird. They cut you off, or you just, And it says, and thou profane wicked prince of Israel, okay? A wicked prince of Israel, whose day is come, okay? This is giving me that ramming energy of somebody that keeps pushing me, bullying, okay? A big bully. And they know that I can't identify exactly who's sending in the attacks. Who's sending in the 8 of Wands? Who is this? So it makes the Empress look stupid for dealing with these people when she's just open and kind and trying to be understanding and trying to gain knowledge and work with these individuals. But again, they don't see it as that. They see it as me nitpicking or something like this. Again, it's maybe annoying. But I'm doing whatever I feel is my part. You don't have to listen. And I feel like this is that battering ram that keeps doing this to me instead of helping. But professing this, right? But they're not actually doing that. They're working with everybody else. And I don't care who you are. You're going to need help. I think it was that interview that Pac did that said everybody need a little bit of something, help or a handout. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And my shit is just knowledge. I got enough wisdom from source. I got discernment from source. It's just, again, operating on this level. You want to keep your laws and stuff intact, then you need to be able to assist these people that are nation building properly in a proper manner to do it. Or else we're going back to the 10 commandments in the fucking Constitution. I mean, it just don't make no sense. That just would make sense to me because obviously whatever these people is bringing in this administration is not for America. Which make me think some of these beings we're dealing with are not, Y'all remember that damn robot Sophia that got her nationality from, was it Russia? It's somebody that built that damn robot. I'm hearing chrome hearts. People that don't feel, they don't regard nobody. They can't do inner work because they don't have any inner anything. Okay? The robots, they gave you a perception of what the fuck they was gonna look like on those little video clips we remember from a couple years ago on Black Mirror with that damn robot dog that would not stop. But I'm telling you, we're dealing with something else here. And be careful who you're going to meet, who you're going to see. Some of these things may be built to kill. Like on site. When iniquity shall have an end. All right? Man, my apologies. I end up slipping over to the King James. Let's go back to the living. Okay? It says, do all this. Okay, do all is filled with sin. What the heck? Okay, whatever you do. Okay, all is filled with sin. And now the time of punishment has come. This is what I did not proofread this. I came in, source said, get up and open up the Bible. And I'm not gonna lie. When I opened up the Bible, I was in 24. But I said, I need to go back first. I need to go back and see where we're coming from. All right. And this is how we ended up in 2021. All right. So it says, O King Zedekiah, evil prince of Israel. This is making me think about an energy that may have been in here lately. All right. Mixed in with other positive energy, but may be the most prominent energy. Almost possibly like I don't know if y'all watch the originals again, like a Klaus energy. Okay. Because you can't really catch with Klaus. You don't know who he wanted. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. He bought it, but you know what I'm saying? He kind of reckless at the same time. Okay. And it says your final, but he has a soft spot and he's loyal, but you know, it's just this energy here that he frightens people. Okay. It says your final day of reckoning is here. Take off your jeweled crown, the Lord God says. The old order changes. All right. So this is maybe talking about still the new thing. Now the poor are exalted. Right. And I feel like that's the energy I've been dealing with, that blame me for everything, but they never were a good guide, teacher, mentor, or anything. Or it was only about possibly wand energy or this whole stuff about these third party energies. It was never about business. And that's why at first I was thinking, when I went through this first thing like 2 years ago, I was thinking, is this the government sending this energy in here? Because we have lost that connection. But our ancestors used to communicate telepathically. So I think that they did try to use science to get something done here, but something else took hold that they didn't expect. And I'm not talking COVID energy. I'm just saying a natural something happened. Now the poor are exalted. Okay, so is this giving me meek shall inherit the earth, or you know, those who try to put somebody in slavery are going to go in slavery. Okay, so it's saying now the poor are exalted, and the rich brought very low. I will overturn the kingdom, so that even the new order that emerges will not succeed until the man appears who has the right to it. So this is almost like the ancestors saying, hold up. It ain't going to be none of this running in and out playing around with this empress no more. You get what I'm saying? With the Holy One. There's Israel and then the Holy One. All right? No more of this shit. These offers coming in, these little, you know, pays or these things. Again, nothing is physical for me. I don't know about anybody else on this twin flame journey. I haven't heard anybody talk about anything in, you know, and maybe this is just a spiritual journey. But for me, I don't think so. There's something in another dimension, and there's something supposed to happen here in this in the 3D or in this dimension. And that's period. Yeah, this is talking about their infrastructure bills and their debt ceiling and all this shit. And it's like, and whatever else building or them putting people above the empress, the shit is over. This is about what we just read last night. This is about that energy of the real two coming together as one in ruling, because they both have something now that they need now together now in order to go forward with this. It is a spark. It is something. It is not to make either one of them look weak, any one of us to look weak, because of what we don't have or we're not bringing to the table, because whatever that is that comes together is going to be what it needs to be. You're going to have everything that you basically need. It's saying, and I will give it all to him. That's almost like some feminine energy saying, I'm holding out until I find that person. I don't know about that, but that's exactly what I feel. Son of the dust, prophesy to the Ammonites. This is making me think about night energy, night goggles, night energy. 2, night walkers energy, okay? For they, which could be, listen, it could be whatever, militia or something like that, okay? Al-Qaeda energy, whatever you want to call it. For they mocked my people in their woe. Tell them this. Against you also my glittering sword is drawn. Hold on. Here she is. Here she is. All right, so this is why, yeah, okay, so this is why I feel like, you know, everybody going with, see, because this was that king taking his sword out the sleeve, right? He's up, like, trying to be bossy or like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing that other song, again, this could be a feminine energy. I'm bossy, right? Stepping out of this, you know, this here. Putting them wands down, recognizing that these wands were supposed to probably help get to a certain point. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Where is she? I just want to see. There it is. Okay, this could be that one. This could be that sword too. All right. Because I don't know. Something making me think about the scale here being balanced. This is justice. No justice, no peace. Or justice for all. This energy overturning, because she's usually sitting down, okay? Even blinded, because this is what these people are doing. Whatever they're using, this is what they're doing. So that you can't see clearly. To make you that sick, because this bothered me last night. I was wondering why this bothered me. This sacred fool. And why this energy is here. Come to light. I left these cards out. A legacy of light. The shock of the new. Do you understand me? The shock of the new. A new thing. Collaborative dreaming. So maybe it's safe now to sleep. Because nobody was sitting up crying about no masculine or no damn what. You know what I'm saying? Those of us that are truly those 144,000 are here to do this work. It's sad because we got all of this in us, and people that know that this has been done to them before and that they have been subdued or replenished or they have been subject to some type of restrictions, right? Are now doing it to other people. So it's up to us to bring it into form and listening for the truth. All right? Because she feels it and she knows it. That is me. And probably another feminine energy that's latched on to my energy that they're trying to recreate in the image of the one. What do you feel? Well, we talking about it today. Because we are in our manifesting of this destiny here. And we will start receiving what is ours. We just have to speak it, know it, and believe it. All right? So again, this is the calm after the storm. Okay, and this is maybe a little bonus. What you want wants you. Okay, stop. Okay, that's side part, okay? A conscious connection here. All right? Big, bold visions. So this is where we're going. All right? Release the dark wound and let love live. I hope it's not too late. It's never too late for love, though. Whether it's love lost and you have to, whatever you got to do, it's just never too late, okay? Yeah, so this is this energy that's going to take down this devil. Yeah, against you also my glittering sword is drawn from its sleeve, or sheath, sorry. I need to get my glasses, but we'll do it after this, okay? It is sharpened and polished and flashing like lightning. Your magicians and your false prophets have told you lies of safety and success. That your God, with a little g, that your gods will save you from the king of Babylon. This can be a feminine energy today or a masculine energy outwardly, okay? Thus, they have cursed your death, and this could be also us following or listening or whatever, these guides or these people here, okay, that may be leading us astray in a sense. And this is why I live this with this living word, and then, speak to you guys or give a testimony to a certain extent. I'm okay with doing that if it's going to cause some type, even though I'm a guarded private person, but this has forced me to be more open. And I think it's worked somewhat in their benefit, right? But it's just the truth, so it doesn't matter. I don't have anything to hide. Thus, they have caused your death along with all the other wicked, okay? For when the day of the final reckoning has come, you will be wounded unto death. So this is making me think about some kind of documents, like legally for some reason, nationality or something like this, all right? Because black means in the Black's Law Dictionary means dead in the eyes of law. But that can mean two things for me. That can mean that the law can't touch you, all right? Or it can make you feel like you're not a part of society in a sense, just in layman's terms, all right? Which means that when he's saying the United States citizens are welcome to come out and come back, he's talking about people that have these titles possibly as like Asian or, Hispanic or American Indian or white, possibly, right? This makes me think about the Black Death for some reason. Shall I return my sword to its sheath before I deal with you? This is also a threatening energy, is making me think, right? Of somebody wanting somebody to, again, I'm just say it right here. I feel like somebody is trying to force somebody to either come with them or leave or something or change their nationality or something. There's this energy, like somebody thinks that somebody should know what it is, all right? Or somebody lying or betraying or sneaking or the Jacob worm energy, okay? It says, no, I will destroy you. Okay, this could also be, again, someone not joining a union with someone. You take it how it resonates, please. It says, no, I will destroy you in your own country. Excuse me, where you were born. I will pour out my fury upon you and blow upon the fire of my wrath until it becomes a roaring conflagration. Yeah, not conflagration. And I will deliver you into the hands of cruel men skilled in destruction. You are the fuel for the fire. This is I'm telling you, this is some. Look, the fire. Look what we still got out here. The fire guardian here. All right. So I don't know. Oh, look at this. The star ancestors. Okay, was in between, and then the seer. So this is either some group or some secret society or something, some shadow government energy or something that is trying to lure me off or people like me off to be sacrificed or escape or use them as a scapegoat. Or this is a God that wants possession of a feminine energy. But there's many masculine energies that want that same thing. And it may not be just for your beauty. It may not be for your booty, but it is because of your duty, okay? Or who you are or who you're meant to be in this particular kingdom. So again, blaming an energy here. This could be blaming a feminine energy. I don't know. And maybe that's why the feminine energy in the Me Too movement is joined, right? To take down this devil, because they're tired of being him using his rams to get women to do certain things. So again, they're skilled in destruction. Again, this is making me think about Esther and Elijah, right? In that face that's on that tree from the video that we did over the summer. Because this is a scene from something here. Something happened here. All right. So, yeah. Of cruel men skilled in destruction. So this is just not, this is like your reputation, right? This could be also like physical. This could be whatever, right? But this is what I feel like, okay? You are the fuel for the fire. Your blood will be spilled in your own country and you will be utterly wiped out. Your memory lost in history. For I, the Lord, have spoken it. But for what I feel like, and I'm going to tell you this right here. What I feel like is that it doesn't matter. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't. Okay. Maybe this is, again, high priestess energy that's walking away. Okay. All right. We definitely got some watchers on the wall or a queen of cups energy here, which could be a man or a woman that's a stalker or somebody that's watching you heavily for protection or for possession. Okay. Right. And then we have this page of swords with this energy here coming in with a message. This is a messenger coming in with this message. Right. But is this the energy here? That unity of some type of foul or some type of people or queen of cups that are seeing what's going on with some of these masculine energies that are going to join together when they realize what could be happening with CIA and FBI and all that shit in your personal home. And they didn't choose you because of your color. They chose you to spy on you and to invade your privacy because of who you are. It's always been about the land, but you are the land. And it's always been about who you are, not what color you are. This whole thing about the memory being lost, right? This could be also like some, but what I feel like I told y'all the other day is that there are people that are watching us and they're rewriting the story right now. But somebody named Shalonda might be cinema when they talk about it in the media, right? Somebody else will be somebody else. We're looking at what appears to be Biden in front of our face, but who is really the essence or controlling that energy? Oh, could it be the King of Pentacles? They both seem to like ice cream. And I don't know why I kept thinking 3 scoops today, 3 scoops. Okay, I remember a little bit why I was thinking that, but yeah, and then we have another night energy here, an old world energy, a reptilian or, you know, that type of energy. the alligator. It also represents the alligator and things like that of the old world. Okay. And his horse then ran off, but he's still trying to see what the hell going on here. Because I think some of these people may not have access anymore. I think this is some kind of intervention from the star ancestors saying, you're not touching my anointed no fucking more, right? You know, until the right one come in. And the right one got to be the Fire King. That may be why I felt that but again, we have to be straight here. Because this is the right one for the Lord God is different than the right one for God, which is different for the right one from you and from what your ancestors are saying. Because when they're saying that they're going to place a man, the Lord God is going to place a man in the east of the garden, that wasn't God's doing. That was the Lord God after he put some shit together and took DNA and everything, makeup from the original people and made he a man and put him there. Okay? Now, again, if they want the Empress to go to that energy, the Temperance card, somebody is worn out. They got the cups all floating in the water and everything. It got to do with this Empress. Can a leopard change his spots? Though. So is it the Fire King? Or is it the cheetah? Or is it the leopard? I'm hearing Dear Mama. So that adds another individual to the equation. Or another energy. Queen of Swords energy here. Who's been painting my roses red? So again, is this the Queen of Swords threatening the Empress? Because she has the leopard or the cheetah at her side? Is this the whole energy of what she knows or somebody knows something? This makes me think that this is a Queen of Swords. And the other day, this was in reverse, coming after the Empress. Because she knows who the Empress is. She knows who the most high living God is on this plane. But they have been getting representation, recognition, and held in a higher honor, exalted as idols over the Empress. Because the Empress is more connected to the earth. Because she is the son of God. And son just means descendant in etymology. She's not the son of man. Doesn't mean that she don't know how to dress up and do these things too. But there's more on the plate of the son of God, right? How they said they came, brought you the Bible and left with, let's get this shit correct real quick, okay? They knew you were the goat or the fucking one. And they just packaged up your information real pretty and slapped another name on it and then put them out in front of society all painted up and with lipstick on a pig. This is the full reign women. Again, there's no offense against these groups that were brought in to trick the masculine energy when Adam was testing out all the animals, which mean people too, okay, in etymology, to see what he would call them, right? Being fruitful and multiplying, right? The high priestesses, right? But who's the one whose milkshake brought all the boys to the yard? The original OG fucking Queen of Wands. The one that's going to put death to this fucking situation. I'm sorry, y'all. I think that, I think I'm dealing with an ancestor that do like foul language. Okay, so I'm trying to clean it up. But, sometimes when I get on the road, I just got to be myself because I'm always be myself, whether I'm a ruler or whatever it is. I might be able to polish up and clean up a little bit better. But again, I'm always going to keep it real. Yeah. This King of Swords look mad as hell. All right. And I think they know because the sun is here. All right. And then this Justice card is looking like, yeah, I'm here. And I just feel like that's the energy here. That's what it is. So you can keep all them little offers. I want all the shit that's due. I want the same treatment that everybody else is getting. I don't need nobody to bow down or get on or nobody to lay down in order for me to walk over them to do what I have to do. I just need these people to get the grips off of my shit. See, that's the thing that they have control. That's why I keep warning y'all about this social credit system. This kind of shit where the whole town might have to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning doing something you don't want to do or something. And if you not up, it'll be a fucking electrical shock sent to your fucking brain or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really not. I feel like we down to this energy here. The Empress and this fucking Emperor. I mean, the star card or the star and this Emperor. Both probably descendants of King David. All right? And again, the Rams is on the Emperor's seat in the regular deck. And I think that's the energy that has been doing this stuff too. And this is why they came in and got rid of him. No one person should have all this power, and no one person should be having to deal with all this shit by themselves. But people say because you got that power, you can handle it. But then they come to you when they need something and put burdens on your plate. Have you walking around in a 10 of fucking wands. So that's why, again, in this made me think about Goliath. This is my Goliath card. Goliath then came in as an ancestor or a giant and said, hold on, let me go ahead and create this fucking tower. Because they going too far. All right. So this is an enlightenment. Yeah. Somebody was enlightened. Somebody was enlightened and came in and they're causing this tower. This is why I'm looking at it sideways. Like, I see what y'all doing with the justice card here. She looking at them real sideways. I see what y'all doing. I see this is all an act, right? This is all an act, right? But you did piss me off now. Okay, I got the strength to start tapping in and go a little bit deeper. I see that some of this has been like constructive criticism. We can take it here. Matter of fact, I'm begging for it most times. I just don't like to waste my time. So if you came here to help, do that. Again, I feel like this is how Solomon lost his wisdom, which is a living God or another God energy with a little g. All right. That begged for wisdom, and when they got it, mistreated wisdom like shit. And that's the wife of God. You getting to borrow the like in Lucifer. What was her name? Charlotte. You about to, and I think it was Dan. Yeah, the tribe of Dan. Okay, all right. Dan was like her favorite human on earth or whatever. So you get to sample the wife of God, the Empress, and you gonna sit here and do whatever the hell you want to do and make her feel like she did some regular random energy. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. Why you go and put all these other feminine energies in the pinnacle and it's like make my daughter feel like she ain't shit. Like, man, that's what let me know that this Iron Dome with Acosta, whatever the fuck her name is, they act like, oh, we're gonna protect Israel with this. But I'm wondering if it's helping or hurting. What is it doing with the firmament? Is this the firmament that blocked the Empress away from God? Is this particles in the air with chemtrails, or is it something else that they've laid here? Does it have something to do with Foxconn? Or some kind of establishment like that? Because I think Trump went to a Foxconn. I don't know how many they have or whatever, but I'm just saying. If you go online and look at pictures of it, the shit look crazy. It looked crazy. So we're going to stop there.